Phil Bareis. Coach Bareis has coached at only 2 schools, Clinton High School and Chelsea High School, starting at Clinton in high school in 1959. He retired as head coach from Chelsea in 1978, receiving the Coach of the Year award in 1971. In the early 90s, he coached at the middle school. He now only coaches from the stands. Coach Bareis' comment on why coach: the love of the game. Coach Bareis' most humorous incident in coaching: Chelsea, 1971. End of practice. Talking to teams standing at goal line. Big game ahead, both teams 8-0. I was giving my pep talk and there happened to be a flock of geese flying over. And all of a sudden, all eyes and attention left me and were looking past me. The players were smiling and focusing their attention on my line coach, my brother, who was pretending to shoot the geese. I turned and asked if he had his limit. I dismissed the team. We won the game. We were voted by the Associated Press the #1 Class B team in the state. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Coach Phil Bareis.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask that shooter to stand up and get a round of applause. Again, I'd like to thank the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association for this honor. I'm very pleased with it. Brad Bush, I thank you for all you did to get me here. I'd like to introduce my family. I'm going to start being 15 miles from Ann Arbor. We've got quite a bit of family here, but I got one family here that traveled from Baton Rouge. So I'd like to introduce my daughter Cindy and her 2 daughters, Samantha and Caitlin. The other daughter's playing on one of those team volleyballs in New Orleans, and her husband Greg is still probably on the football field at LSU. My first son, Mike, and his wife Andrea, and their 3 girls, Natalie, Rachel, and Megan. My other son, Mark, and his wife, Sherry, and their family, Abby, Nicole, and Ryan. And my wife of 53 years, Helen. Coaching's got to have a special luck, and I had the luck of my wife. She's a lover of football. In the years, we found out that when we first started coaching, you couldn't just hand your uniform to a kid and have him take it home and have mother wash it, or else you came back pink, red, whatever. So my wife got to duty after every season and after every football game. She washed between 30 to 45 uniforms every weekend. She also loves the game of football. There's one other special person. You've heard his name mentioned many times here tonight. When I first started coaching in 1959 at Clinton Community Schools, Tom Fagan was the head coach. He led me through the first season, and I have a lot to honor him. When I moved to Chelsea, I was fortunate enough that my brother was moving from Dexter to Chelsea as a shop teacher. I picked up one of those ball players that played for me at Clinton. He graduated from Michigan State, Mr. Jim Tallman. He's vacationing down in Florida someplace. But we were able to stay together the whole time we were at Chelsea. And I felt that was one good thing, that the head coach needs that good assistant. And you heard it tonight from the University of Michigan, or from everybody else. You've probably seen it happen too. Again, I'd like to say thank you very much for the honor. Thank you.